are talking travel about Fairbanks, Alaska with Logan. How are you doing, Logan?
I'm doing great.
So Fairbanks, a lot of people probably don't even know where Fairbanks is.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
It's a pretty small town in, I would say, the heart of Alaska.
Yeah, like interior
Alaska. And it is, in the wintertime, really known for its, winter festivities. There's, dog sledding, snowmobiling, snowshoeing, all of those type of things that people, I guess, like to travel there for to go do. And then in certain parts of the year, you can see the aurora borealis extremely well there. And that was kind of our first reason of going, is we found, again, like my husband likes to do, is on the deep web looking for the most random cheap flights and found some cheap flights to Fairbanks, Alaska, and it is known to have really good aurora. So we went there to go see the aurora, basically.
Yeah. Well, we had the year before we went to Norway, Tromsø, Norway, which also we went there because of a flight deal. And
absolutely,
we saw the Northern Lights, also known as the aurora borealis, and we specifically went there to see them, and we saw it pretty good, but they were
the first night
magical.
The first night we saw it was incredible because it was the first time any of us had seen any of it or anything like it.
And this is in Norway.
And we were in Norway, and we were in the deepest part of Norway, super high north above the
Arctic Circle.
Yeah. So it just made it really, really cool. It was incredible. The Scandinavian people and everybody up there, super nice, beautiful people, super clean. It's one of the most wealthiest countries in the world. You could definitely tell. And all those things you noticed in the cities and everything. So it just made it very easy and clean, and I felt like the traveling was easy through there. The food was incredibly good.
Yeah.
And then on top of all of it, we got to see the Northern Lights, and not only that, we did a lot of really cool things while we were there. But that's not about that trip.
No. No, we probably will have a whole episode about that at some point, because we could easily talk hours about that trip.
Yeah.
But
that
really
spurred
I got
going to go.
Well, then it's okay, that was incredible to see the Northern Lights, but going all the way to above the Arctic Circle in Norway is a lot, especially from Phoenix, Arizona.
Right.
And so then it was just Googling where can you see the Northern Lights in the United States, in Alaska.
And also during this time last year and 2 years ago and last year, the aurora has been more powerful than it's been in centuries, really.
Yeah, it's definitely the brightest in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's what do you remember what they called it? It's
it's a cycle.
It's a big cycle, and we're at the peak of the cycle. Right. And it's almost every year NASA comes out and is this is gonna be the better year. It's just the last couple years is every year is the best year kind of things. But it's definitely on a cycle that way. It will not stay like this forever.
Right. So we went and we saw it in Alaska, Fairbanks, incredibly well.
Yeah.
You can see it just by driving 30 minutes, 20 minutes out of the city and parking in some random parking lot.
I mean, you could see it even in the city, not crazy well because of the city lights, but you could see it in the city.
Right.
And to get to places to see it really good was 30 minutes away. It was so close, and you could literally drive there yourself on a rental car. Mm-hmm. And not to talk back about the Norway trip, but when you do it there, you have to go on a tour. It's the only way really to get out of the city. You go on these big coach buses, or pay a lot of money and go in this small
and
vans,
to rent a car there is
and
super
to rent
expensive.
the car was to rent the car in Norway was really
almost impossible.
It was not an option. But it was so cheap in Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Like crazy cheap. I mean, I don't remember the exact price, but it was
and
under $50
you can be
a
super
day.
comfortable in your own rental car with like your own snacks. We brought like hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Like you could just
Well, and you could leave when you wanted.
Yeah.
If you
and
know.
come and go.
Yeah.
Because it is, the Northern Lights are like that, where they'll fire up and be super strong and then go away, and they may be gone for hours and then fire up again at the last part of the morning and be gone.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like whatever you want to do. So it's made it really nice to where we could decide when we wanted to go and not.
Yeah.
But I mean, just for the simple fact that it was so incredibly bright. Like
was
one of the times we were driving through this canyon to get to up on top of the ridge so we could get a better viewpoint. It was so bright that Keegan was just taking pictures through the car window, and there's some of the best pictures we've ever seen of it.
Yeah,
it was incredible.
But
we wish we would have pulled off the side of the road and watched it from there.
We should have. We were in this canyon headed up to a viewpoint at the like ridge.
It took another 15 minutes.
It was just
to
like
get there.
15 more. It was like, we're so close. Just like keep going. Just keep going. Like as I'm like sticking the head out of the car, like, oh my God, I can't believe how bright it was. And you're literally like driving, trying to look, but not, drive off the side of the icy road and everything. But we saw it like crazy bright. And then when we like hours later, but when that same night, I think we were literally at a viewpoint kind of, or like we were where there was the cables, the big antennas, and the Northern Lights were like directly over us.
Yeah, they were.
And it had this really weird look where, it normally looks like big curtains. It was like literally, and it was moving so fast. It was literally like,
and we could get it on video where it was like flowing and swirling, and it was like that the Scream, or not the Scream, the Starry Night look, where it's like big swirl swirling above your head.
But like, I don't think a lot of people, at least I didn't realize this until I saw them the first time, but like, it's basically like particles in the air at a certain atmosphere, and like it moves super super fast. Like there's like literally like a river, and like it's literally like, when you're seeing the light beams through a cloud, and it looks like those like the light beams, the light beams, but it's almost like they like are shining, kind of like that, wouldn't you say? Kind of, I don't know, it's hard to describe. How would you describe it differently? He's not gonna even try. But being like, it was definitely worth going there.
Oh yeah.
And like you could, if you really want to see the Northern Lights, and like that's on your bucket list, which it should be on everybody's bucket list.
I would say just go to
Fairbanks.
Just go to Fairbanks. I mean, it's like, it's the cheapest way to do it.
Yeah.
Like you can get guides that will take you. Our first night we did a little guided thing where a guide took us ice fishing on the lake, and we sat in a heated ice hut.
Yeah.
And fished for little salmon, and then the guide kept an eye out on the sky, and as soon as the aurora started going, he would tell us to go out, and we could go out and watch it for as long as it was going, and then we'd come back in and fish. We did that until like 12:30, and then he cooked the fish for us.
Yeah, that we caught,
and then we ate it in the little hut and had tea and hot chocolate and things. It was a really fun experience. Like, I think that would be a really fun way to go if people were interested in seeing the aurora. And so it just gives you something to do in between, because it's just like that, where it goes off and then doesn't, and goes off.
And I mean, how many people have ice fished before?
And then doing it at night, it was really fun.
It was definitely worth it. And the company is Alaska River Fishing.
And they do a lot of different outfitting things. They're super nice people.
Yeah, they're great.
And so that was like our first night that we saw it. And then we did kind of a lot while we were there. We did more than probably most people would do, because if you're there to see the aurora, you're going to sleep most of the day, because you're literally up until 3 or 4 until the dawn, because sometimes the hardest it's going off is right before the sun comes up.
Yeah, and what's crazy is like they don't really start even until like after midnight.
Yeah.
It's like 1 a.m. Like the brightest, because when we were there, we would like watch the like cameras. There's like trackers, you know, that you can kind of see it from like another viewpoint, like kind of relatively close, but like you can see how bright they are and, you know, if they're popping off or not. And every night at like 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning, it would be like the brightest. And we didn't stay up till 4 ever, but like one night, I think it was the first or second night that we were there, our Airbnb host we were talking to the next day, and she was like, yeah, I came by the property at like 3 in the morning and it was like so bright at the Airbnb we were staying at in the town.
Yeah.
Like in town. She's like, I almost wanted to wake you guys up. And I was like, no, you should have, please. You should have woke us up. Like that would have been great, because we never saw it really bright there. And
yeah.
But if someone who lives there is like, oh man, it's like really bright, you know, it's popping off.
And our Airbnb host, like we'll put that in our thing too. She was super, super nice. It was a really nice Airbnb. She was super thoughtful, like very tentative, and like let us know of all kinds of stuff. Like there was a big moose in the middle of the town in a parking lot, and she let us know about that. And it's like, if you want to see it, hurry, come down here. She's just walking through and she's got a little calf. So we got to see that. We literally watched that thing for almost an hour. Yeah. It was so cool, because she was just, you know.
Well, she was like, have you guys seen a moose yet? And we're like, no. And she's like, get down here, you know. And they were literally massive.
Yeah. And we got to see it really up pretty close, and got some cool pictures and videos. So, I mean, she was really, really nice, and really like wanted to make sure we got back every night from
Oh my God. Tell them the story she told us.
Seeing the aurora and stuff like that. Go ahead.
The second day that we were there, she was telling us that the guests before us at one of the units, because they were all booked like online when we were there, and she was telling us the next day, because I noticed there was only 2 cars, and she said that, and she had been like messaging us before and making sure, you know, like, you know, where to go and make sure you have a car with the 4-wheel drive and everything. And so this couple that was literally there a day before us, before we got there, they went out on a road, and this isn't to like scare you, but like they went out on a road and basically slid off the side of the road.
Well, and they went off in some random place,
in a not common area, and there was no phone service, which there's a lot of pockets, you know, you try to go out of the city and to get to these cool viewpoints. But she's like, they didn't know what they were doing. They had no cell service, slid off the side of the road, and basically got stuck, and were there for over 24 hours, and they almost died of hypothermia. Their body had a bunch of hypothermia on it. Yeah. But like frostbite, yeah. Frostbite burns. And she was telling us this the second day we got there, and I was like, oh my God, that would be so bad, so scary, like out of a horror film. Anyways, I would say like it would definitely be smart to, if you're gonna rent a car, to have like experience driving on ice. Like I don't know if I would feel comfortable just going there and driving. I mean, what would you say the roads were like? Because like
most of the roads you're driving on a thick cap of ice, all of it, always.
Is that hard to drive on? Is it different?
Yeah, it's definitely different and hard. You have to drive super slow. Everything's always moving. Like you can't make any fast movements or anything like that.
For there's someone like me who's had almost none.
You probably wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
So you have to have some experience.
Someone who's driven on ice. But so like for you, maybe not as advanced as you, but someone who's driven on ice before, they should be fine.
I mean, yeah, you just have to be conscientious and slow. Right. And
yeah.
But I mean, there's like, we did the hot spring again there. Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, but that was also, about the hot spring, because the road to the hot spring was
the most treacherous.
Completely ice.
But I mean, the hot spring was 100% worth it. It was so cool. It's literally, and especially being like, it was, you know, some of the times negative, you know, whatever.
Outside, yeah.
Outside. And the water that is in this hot spring, they're shooting it out of the ground and into the big pool to cool it off some, because it's so hot.
Yeah.
So it's,
and this is called Chena Hot Springs in Fairbanks, Alaska.
And it's just like there's steam everywhere and ice, and then while you're in there, all of your hair that's exposed starts to frost up. So everybody, and I mean, you look really cool. You just keep your head barely above water. Like everything's got frost on it.
Yeah.
It was a really cool place.
Was it worth it?
I think it's 100% worth it. Yeah. It's not the cleanest looking place. It's a little run down. Like, I probably wouldn't stay there. We were thinking about staying the night there.
We had a reservation for the last night we were there in Fairbanks. We had a reservation there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't do that because it's too run down.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But I mean, it was 100% worth visiting the hot spring. It was so cool.
Especially if you like hot springs, 100% worth it. Yeah.
And we did some snowmobiling there. That was super fun. We did probably one of the funnest things too is we went skiing and snowboarding.
Yes.
And that was super fun. We did that on a last minute kind of thing too, and I'm super glad we did.
Oh my god, me too. Fun. And there was like not really many people there. No. It's actually the chairlift is the furthest most northern chairlift in the continental United States.
Yeah. In the
maybe was it the world? I think it was just the continental.
Yeah, maybe
United States,
North America.
Yeah, North America. I think it was just North America. Yeah, but anyways, you literally, you get to the.
It's odd because it's the opposite. Because you drive to the very top of the mountain in your car, which normally you take like your gondola or your chairlift to the top of the mountain and ski down to your car. But this one is your car's at the top of the mountain where you ski down and then you take the lift back up to your car.
Yeah, it was really weird. And it was like you're kind of in
a gully.
And you're all the trails start at the top and then work their way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you take the lift all the way back to the top. And I just remember, because I haven't skied in years, and I'm a skier, he's a snowboarder. And I just remember I was like, oh, I'll pick this up. It'll be fine. No problem. And we went on, Black Diamonds. It was like blue. It was double blue diamonds.
If anybody knows the difference between skiing and snowboarding, the main difference is like on a snowboard, you're able to like
sit on your ass and slide down the hill.
Stop yourself and kind of like just go at a slow pace at like almost a straight vertical.
Yeah, because you can just sit and kind of like slide down.
You can edge yourself board down. Yeah. But on skis, you have to go back and forth or, kind of.
And it's like, you'll just zig down and step down. But the hardest part was when you are trying to turn to the other side and that moment, I think you're supposed to like hop.
So he gets all pissed off and whatever.
Well, I just kept wrecking, especially at the end. And then it was just like, you picked the trail. Yeah, I was getting tired, and then it was like, you just picked I like the catwalks, where it was super flat, but I was like, okay, I'll just follow you, and then you go down some crazy steep shit, and it was hard, but it was really fun. I mean, you're literally on the side of this mountain, and the view is incredible. You're looking even more north, probably into the most
wilderness. Yeah. Outback Alaska ever. Like, it's so cool.
It was really, really pretty. And then so that was really fun. Mm-hmm. And it was in terms of like pricing, that was super cheap too.
Yeah,
especially for, I think we did a full day.
No, we did a half day because
you can do a full or half day. We wish we
would have done the full day because we were like, it would have been, because we weren't really done, but it was closed.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, it was definitely worth it though.
Yeah. And then we did, we drove to Denali.
Oh, yeah.
Which was super fun.
We did so much on this trip.
That was a pretty long drive, but it was pretty
2 hours.
Scenic.
It's 2 hours from Fairbanks to Denali National Park. And then in the winter...
It was fine because the roads were dry.
Well, so like Denali National Park's huge. So like the winter, you can only drive to like mile...
17 or something. 14.
20 or something.
No, 17 or 14.
17, 14. Yeah, maybe it was like 15. Anyways, you can only drive a little bit in because I didn't know about
it's 100 miles back.
It's a 100-mile road. Like in the summer, you can go 100 miles into the national park and you're not allowed to drive your car. You'll have to get on buses and then they bus you all the way back. And there's like there's a couple campsites. There's a campsite all the way in the very back, a couple lodges. Anyways, in the summer or in the winter when we were there, you can like drive your car 15 miles and then do a trail. And everything, but it was, would you say it was worth that drive together?
Yeah, I mean, it was super. I mean, I'd never been to Denali or seen anything like that, so it was, definitely worth just the seeing it and stuff. But there's nothing out there.
Yeah.
There's no services. There's no
right.
Nothing. So
That's right. In the winter, there's nothing.
Yeah, there's not even like stores. There's a gas station maybe.
Yeah. There was something that we found out that maybe we would have done something different about. So the national park is actually open 24 hours in the winter. I don't know about summer, but
we could have saw the aurora.
You could have like car camped maybe a little bit, or
done we something. Were thinking that we should have done is flown into Fairbanks, and then had our car and tried to deadhead it in Anchorage. Yeah. So we could have drove from Fairbanks into Denali, stayed the night there with like a car dinner lunch thing. Stay the night, see the aurora, sleep, and then drive the rest of the way to Anchorage. Right. Drop off the car, maybe spend a day or two in Anchorage, and then fly out.
Yeah, that would have been. That's a good idea if you're thinking of doing that.
But I think in all, like Fairbanks was super fun. There's enough to do for even if you spent like a week there. Yeah. In the winter. I mean,
so we didn't even finish. We still have more things we did. We did 2 dog sledding companies.
Oh yeah, we dog sled, which was super fun. It's not as we did dog sledding in Norway, and it was way better because we got to mush the dogs and stuff in Norway.
In Norway.
That's what I said.
No, that you didn't say where.
I said in Norway.
Okay, well,
we can review it. And so in that regard, we were like kind of bummed out because you're just riding, and riding's kind of fun, but like being able to mush the dogs and like use the brake and the whole thing, that's what's fun about it. Yeah. So that's kind of a bummer about doing it in Alaska.
I think some of them do allow you, but it's like a private, you got to pay like an ungodly amount.
Yeah, it was not, I mean, it was something that you wouldn't do because it's just so much money.
Yeah, like $500, $600.
Where like, yeah, I mean, that was super fun. I think doing the cross-country skiing there would be really fun. We didn't have time to do that.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Or like the ice cave was really cool.
There's an ice cave.
And the one thing that we didn't mention that was really cool, and we happened to be there right at, was the ice carving competition, which is
World Championship.
Yeah.
So there's people from all over the world.
Yeah, like China and Japan and all these crazy places. It was so cool. Yeah, and I would definitely recommend seeing that if you're there. Like, we almost didn't see it. We did it on the last day that it was there. Yeah.
Well, we kind of kept just not
because of the aurora and stuff. Like, you literally, and you can tell all the things we did. It was hard to get any sleep.
Because then we did aurora every night, pretty much, on top of all that. Yeah. But the ice festival, we almost didn't do it. But would you plan a whole trip around that? Was it?
I would say if like, because it was a perfect time of year.
Because it's like the first.
It's not like super busy there anymore. You know, you've missed the like Christmas stuff and all those type of things, and so I think if you can get away at that time of year and you want to go see everything and it lines up, like it's 100% worth considering making that like, a part of the date in your destination. Because I mean, if you've ever seen ice sculptures, like, you haven't seen anything like these. Like, I've seen ice sculpture places. These were incredible.
Yeah. I mean, they're really like, the craftsmanship, totally. I mean, works of art to a whole nother level because it melts away. It's the kind of art that just, disappears, like the sand sculptures and all those different things that people devote so much time and into energy and like talent into, and for it just to disappear and be gone. So those are all really kind of cool, and a lot of them use like these techniques to like carve them and get these different effects. It was really cool. I haven't seen anything, and they light them all at night.
So I recommend doing it like at dusk, so you can see them during the day and night.
Yeah, because it's just a day ticket. You can be there as long as you want. So you come in around dusk and then seeing them at day and then at night. We were just there at night.
Yeah, and then like for Fairbanks too, I'd kind of like plan out maybe some of your like eating type of things and stuff.
Talk about the food.
There's not a whole lot of like choices and like things, but a lot of people are fine eating like fast food and things like that, where we don't really like to ever do that.
Yeah.
So, but there's pubs and different stuff like that that are really good. We had some like pretty good seafood and things, but it's small town stuff, so you just gotta kind of remember.
There was
that.
actually, I remember there being like a couple really good Thai places.
Yeah.
Like Asian food. I think maybe there was one Thai and one Chinese that we went to that was pretty good.
Right.
But his was definitely limited. That's why maybe like, I mean, like if, I don't know, like a week at tops, would you say? I mean,
yeah,
would you get bored?
Well, no more than a week for a winter one, but like a week when you're doing the Aurora is kind of the best because like it could be cloudy the entire time, and you're there just to see that one thing, and so it's kind of nice that you can fill your time with some other stuff just in case the weather's bad.
I would say like minimum amount of time that it would be worth going. What do you think? Like 4 nights? If you could be there for 4 nights,
I would go.
It'd
for
be
4
worth it.
still.
Yeah, it'd be worth the money to get up there and to do it all. Yeah, I would personally say 5 nights because, like in Norway, we were there for 5 nights and we really only saw one night really good. So you just never know, you know. It could be incredible all 5 nights, or it could be just the first night, just the last night, or it might be none. That's one of those great things about something like going to see the Northern Lights. It's like one of those things that's like nature. You can't plan it. It's, you know, it makes it more special. So Fairbanks, totally worth it. You would definitely go.
Oh, and on top of that, like we want to try to do a Fairbanks in the summer, so that way we can.
Yeah.
Because
that was the weirdest thing.
Our outfitter guy. What's his name?
Rainey, yeah.
He, like we mentioned, his company does all kinds of different outfitting, and they do summer where they do fishing and all kinds of different like pike and salmon and just a whole bunch of things that would be super fun to do in the summer. And it's supposed to be incredible because like it's almost like a rainforest. It's so lush and green, and the plants are so big. There's some, I don't know what kind of plant it is, but it has like these gigantic leaves that look like the ones that you see in Indonesia and Thailand. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
It's like it's so tropical looking. And you wouldn't think that.
No. And it's funny,
especially Fairbanks is like very marshy, like big parts of it is so wet that it's like it melts and it just stays wet, like.
Right. Well, I was going to say the weird thing is that everyone that we interacted with basically was like, oh, it's so great right now. But it's like, but you really got to come in the summer. Yeah. The summer is where it's like incredible. And we're like, what? We're here for the Northern Lights. Like, what do you mean?
And you can see it sometimes in the summer too, the Northern Lights, but they're just not as vibrant.
Oh, I was going to ask you, this is like a huge part of going to Fairbanks, but like, what was the weather like?
Well, for us, we lucked out. It was... during the day, I think it even got above 32 some of the time. I think we even got maybe to 40 one day. But it wasn't too bad. Like, it probably dropped down into the, like, low. Like, it got 1. Some of the time, I think we got down to, like, -10.
-10, yeah.
Or 14.
Yeah.
While we were watching the Northern Lights
and
things.
I honestly don't remember the weather.
But it wasn't
I don't remember it being like crazy cold.
Yeah.
But also I feel like we're more prepared for the cold. Like we a great company that I'd recommend, Smart Wool, is those like underclothes, like liners, or not liners, but
underwear.
Like underwear basically. Or like long underwear that you can put a shirt and pants and everything. And we ended up pretty much, the secret combo is just the Smart Wool and then our ski pants, because then you don't have like the jeans or the other layer of pants in between, and we were like perfectly warm the whole time. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the ski pants are almost a must, because your jeans or anything, the air just goes right through it.
Yeah.
Even the smallest breeze, like you feel a -10 degree just literally cut through your clothes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking travel with me about Fairbanks, Alaska. Also about the flight deals and stuff. Like, you never know. I mean, I think last year we paid like $450 for a round trip from Phoenix, and I just checked today and I saw airfare from Phoenix round trip to Fairbanks, Alaska for $280. And that was literally peak end of February, beginning of January, which I think is the best time to go.
Yeah. And for that kind of money, it's like it's basically if you have the time to get away, like everybody could afford that. Like,
yeah, I mean, 280 round trip. I mean, that's insane. You can't get to San Francisco for that.
No. And then the Airbnb was fairly cheap, and the rental car was super cheap. Dirt cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I fell in love with Fairbanks, Alaska. I'm definitely, hopefully, gonna go back in the future. So.
And all the people there were crazy nice. Yeah. Like super, super friendly people. Like just very welcoming and like wanted to help you, and you know, anything you needed about the Aurora or any of those things, they are all about helping you and like wanting you there. So it was very nice. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking travel about Fairbanks, Alaska.
Oh, it's going to be a singing thing.